Hey guys, today we're going to be making a salamander or a newt. Alright, so get your papers, pencils, crayons, whatever you have to work with, and let's get busy. Okay, so if you want to pause the video, I suggest that. If you want to watch it first, I suggest that even more. Watch it first and then you can go back and pause it where you need to. Not all salamanders and newts they're from the same family, but not all salamanders are newts, and not all newts are salamanders. Some have gills, some don't. Some live in the water, some don't. They all lay eggs. Okay, so we're going to be making our own salamander drawing. I'm going to teach you how to make a newt or a salamander, and then you're going to put your own creative curve on it. Now, what's kind of cool about newts and salamanders is they can regenerate themselves. That means, like, if you lost your arm, I lost my arm, they can grow one back. All right, and scientists are trying to figure out how they do that. But their genomes are so much more complicated than humans. All right, so it would be great to be able to just like, hey, my arm is not working very well. Could I have a new one? But I want one like Roger Clemens or maybe some famous pitcher. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to make a line that kind of looks like an S. All right, so I'm going to make a line that looks like an S. That's going to be where our body's going to start. I'm drawing lightly, and I can always erase my mistakes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is on the end over here, I'm going to make the head. It's going to be kind of a U shape. All right, I'm going to make a U and then a little bit flat on the end like that. Okay, this is going to be his head. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a skinny tail. All right, it's going to start here a little bit round on the end, and then it's going to get a little bit fatter as I go down. Now I'm not going to go all the way down there because I need to put his body. So I'm going to make a tail. Again, if he loses his tail, he can grow a new one. Now I've always liked newts. I see them on the road when I go walking, or if I'm in the woods, they're in a trail. I always make sure I pick them up and I put them off to the side. But I don't use my hands. I try to take a leaf or whatever and encourage them to get on it. Okay? So now where the head is here, I'm going to come in a little bit like this and make my U come in a little bit. All right? You see that? That's the head. They look like little baby dragons. And then I'm going to come out like this and make the belly of the newt like that. Okay? And then connect it. A little bit, I'm going to make it a little bit fatter until I'm happy. Try to balance it out so it's on both sides. And then blend it in. All right? There you go. Now don't worry if it's not perfect. All right? My nose is a little bit long, so I'm going to make my nose a little bit smaller. Make some adjustments as I go. Okay? Again, I'm drawing light enough so later I can change it. Okay? If you wanted to make your tail, you could even make your tail a little bit longer. They do have pretty long tails. Okay? Now, do you know that newts have even been in outer space? That is, I just read that fact a minute ago because I was curious. So, about newts, and they live about 10 or 15 years. So we're going to put the hind legs in. So I'm going to put a line that goes across here. That's where my legs are going to start. And then I'm going to put a line out front here, like that. It's going to be the front legs and the back legs. Okay, so now these are going to come out like this. And down. Now the legs don't have to be exactly the same. One could go out a little bit more. Maybe this one is going this way. But for now, we're just going to leave them like this. Now these are going to go down and back. Okay, you see a little curve, and then one over here. Okay, there's my newt. Now those are pretty skinny legs, so the hind legs are more powerful than the front, so I'm going to go ahead and do one side and then do the other and then come down. Should get a little bit thinner towards the ankle over there. Again, front legs and then down. Okay, then I'm going to round the ends. Now they have 4 fingers. 4 tiny little fingers. They look like little skinny hot dogs. I don't know if they have bones in there. I was thinking about that yesterday. How do they have little tiny bones and they got these little nubby little fingers? But they must do something. All right, so I'm gonna put a little hot dog, and then another little hot dog, and another little hot dog, and another little hot dog. Again, they look like tiny little hot dog fingers. It's pretty warm. It's raining out right now, so those newts must be coming out right now. Everything's starting to move in the woods. My next walk in the woods, probably tomorrow when it's not raining out. I'm gonna look for some newts. Maybe I'll take a picture of one and I'll put it on my next drawing. Okay, so there's your how easy was that, right? And now we're just gonna do the eyes. All right, so the eyes are over here, and they just basically look like little tiny half circles. Okay, let me get my other drawing over here. Okay, I put him on a leaf. Okay, and I put some little circles. Now those little circles are just little tiny circles are just like decoration. All right, I'm just lightly laying them in with my pencil. You could go online and you could look at pictures of newts. Now, I've seen some spotted ones. I have a pool, so a lot of times they'll get in my pool, and the first thing I do in the morning before I go to school and when I get up is I check my filter baskets and check the pool, walk around, make sure there's no frogs in there, and I try to get those guys out right away. So, because the chlorine, but I actually have a saltwater pool, so it's not good for them. All right, so we don't want them to sit in that pool at all. So I get them out and then I put them someplace where they can dry off a little bit, and then put them in the woods very carefully. Okay, so now I'm just outlining it. So I'm just gonna do this basic part here, and then you're gonna create your own design or own pattern with your newts. Now this is a top view. If you wanted to do some more research and do a side view, you could. Now these brightly colored ones, all right, some of them have poison on their skin. I don't know that we have to worry about that up here, but brightly colored animals like amphibians that have really bright colors, there's some ones in the Amazon that they secrete like a mucus on their skin, which basically can make birds really sick. And some of them, if you were to swallow it, you could actually be really sick. All right, so you don't want to be swallowing any newts or salamanders, please. All right, so there's my newt and my salamander. I mean, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time doing any coloring because, again, maybe you want a green newt with red polka dots. All right, maybe you want to add horns on your newt, maybe a slithery tongue so it looks more like a dragon, or maybe you want to put them on a daisy. It's up to you. I'm going to let you be creative with learning how to draw a newt or a salamander. So if you have any questions, please send them to the school so I can see them. Also take pictures and send them to me so I can share some of your artwork and also maybe give you some critique. Hope you guys are all being happy. I hope you're all being kind and safe and making good decisions and being helpful around the house. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.